You are not imagining it. That $50 a pound steak wasn't a fluke. And it wasn't just inflation. For years, some of the biggest beef companies in the country quietly controlled how much meat reached the market. Not because cows vanished, not because demand exploded, but because supply was tightened on purpose. When supply drops and demand stays steady, prices rise fast, and nobody has to announce a price hike. The shelf does it for them. That's why this matters. A federal court filing now shows Tyson agreeing to pay $82.5 million to settle claims that beef prices were artificially inflated for years. No trial, no admission of wrongdoing, no executives held accountable, just a check written years later. Think about that timeline. Families paid higher prices week after week. Restaurants raised menu prices. Grocery bills climbed. And only now, long after the damage is done, does a settlement appear. Here's the part most people miss. When a handful of companies control most of a market, they don't need to collude in secret smoke-filled rooms. They just need to slow production at the same time. Fewer cattle processed, less beef shipped. Prices climb without anyone ever saying a word. That's why tenderloin exploded in price first. It's a premium cut, limited supply, high demand. When supply tightens even slightly, the price doesn't rise, it jumps. So when people saw $50 a pound at the grocery store, they blamed stores, inflation, or the economy. But the pressure started far upstream, long before that meat ever reached a shelf. Now here's where the story turns darker. This settlement doesn't say what happened was wrong. It just makes the lawsuit go away. That sends a clear signal. If the profits outweigh the penalty, it becomes a cost of doing business. Consumers already paid the price once at checkout. They don't get refunds. They don't get relief. They just move on to the next bill. And this doesn't stop with beef. When food prices spike, it ripples through everything. Restaurants face higher costs. Small businesses struggle to keep margins. Families cut spending elsewhere. That feeds into inflation numbers, wage pressure, and economic stress. And then there's insurance. Higher food costs increase claims in unexpected ways. Restaurants carry higher inventory values. Business interruption losses grow larger. Liability claims rise when companies cut corners to survive higher costs. Even commercial auto and cargo insurance feels the pressure when food shipments become more valuable targets. Insurance pricing doesn't exist in a vacuum. When industries quietly manipulate supply and push prices higher, insurers absorb higher claim severity, and those costs flow right back to policyholders. So when nobody is punished and nothing structurally changes, the cycle repeats. Prices rise, settlements happen later. Consumers pay again, once at the store and again through higher insurance costs. That's the real story behind the $50 steak. If you want to understand how hidden risks like this quietly raise costs across your business and your insurance, that's exactly what I help companies identify and protect against before the damage is done.